Hey guys, what's up? Thank you for tuning into my channel. I really appreciate you guys being here today. Today I'm going to talk about First Love written by Tia Rain. This book is a BWWM book. Guys, let me tell you, when I was reading this book, I was in an emotional mess between the racism that they went through, the family, any of their family not supporting them, the whole community coming against them, and basically the both of these main characters fighting for their love. They were the only one that supported each other through the entire relationship that they had. Oh my God, guys. I was such an emotional mess reading this book. But let me tell you, this book was phenomenal. It was great. The bond that the characters had for each other, the love, the chemistry, the whole coming together and supporting each other throughout the whole ordeal was great. It was awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So the main characters of this book are Luke and Zora. They are childhood sweethearts that went through elementary school and high school together. They face many racial slaughters. They've been physically abused. They've been emotionally abused. It was just raw. It was real raw. This book, in some aspects of the book, remind me of Crash, and and there were other movies that it remind me of, like bits and pieces in the books that, like, oh, I remember that scene remind me of Crash, that scene remind me of this movie. But it was just a lot going on. If you watch the movie Crash, and once you read the book, you will be like, oh, I see where I'm coming from with the situation. But overall, this whole book was amazing, 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 amazing. Tia Ryan, she did a great job. This not Ryan Rain, I'm sorry. This was her pen book. So her normal name, I think, is Casey Connor. I am not 100%. I'm going off the top of my head with that. So anyway, let me get into the book. Again, the main characters are Zora and Luke. They face many racial slaughters, racial abuse, many a lot of stuff that there was just too much. Like Zora, she went through hell and high water. Being black in a white dominant area, it was hard. It was so hard. It was hard for her parents to understand why she did what she did. It was hard for his parents to understand why he stepped out on his family to go date a black girl. It was just so much going on in this book. They separated for 8 years, and then she had to go where she was welcome, where she felt loved, where she felt safe. Well, technically not safe, because the area she moved to was never a safe neighborhood. So it was better for her because she didn't have to face racism, but she ended up had to face violence. So it was just so much going on. Um, it was caused something happened back home that drew her back home, and she had to go back and face her family. While facing her family, she still had to go through racism, but from her family, from the neighborhood, from high school bullies. It was just so much going on. I think Tia did a great job with the whole plot, the whole storyline. It was just great to tell you the backstory of what each character went through, how her father felt when the whole situation happened with her and Luke, how Luke parents came back to themselves after he had a scary situation, and tell Luke how he felt about the situation, how he let others influence him, and things like that. It was great to see Zora and her sister come back together, because let me tell you, her sister was a biatch. She was. And to read the whole they finally came together towards the end of the book was so great. It was so good. Overall, I think Tia did a great job in this book, guys. If you're if you're not too scared of the racism and the violence that Zora went through in the book, I think you would really enjoy this book, because this book was modern day slavery. and it happened in South Carolina. Basically, I say the storyline was about maybe late 90s, early 2000, based on their age. So yeah, I think it was like a modern day slavery, and it's sad because a lot of society still think this way, still feel this way, and behave this way. Because what Zora went through was not easy, and she went through it in high school. So you mean that there's a lot of kids still being brainwashed? Because up to now, I seen things on the news. I hear stories of racism still being prominent in our modern day society now, even with a lot of mixed cultures and mixed demographic. It's just too much. And this book basically bring us back to reality, see that it's still out there. Even your own family will not support you when it comes to certain things like that, because they think you're betraying your race, betraying your kind. So it's a lot going on in this book, and I really think you guys will enjoy it. The storyline, the plot, the theme, everything in this book. Tia did a great job with it, guys. So check it out. Again, it's called First Love, written by Tia Rain. Bye, guys.